Hey guys, it's Olivia, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. So recently I had this idea to do a video about life advice. So I'm only 14 years old, and I'm one of those people who are like super straightforward. So sometimes it's like really funny when they're giving me life advice, or like if I'm giving them life advice, and then when they give it to me, usually I'm like, I don't think I should do that. So I have asked people on Instagram to DM me and ask me questions about their life that they want me to answer. So I'm going to be answering them today. I hope you enjoy the video. Yeah, first request was from this girl, and so this is the story. It's on my phone, so I'm like filming on my phone, so I'm just gonna give you like a short like recap. So she was like, me and my boyfriend have been dating, and they've known each other since kindergarten, and he recently broke up with me a few days ago. Then her friend texts her and is like, hey, are you guys still together? And then she's like, no. And then she was like, okay, just wondering, bye. So she was wondering if she could ask me what that means. So, guys, just a little disclaimer. If I'm wrong, this makes your relationship worse, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. These are just like the situation of like what I think would be going on. So, if the two friends, like your ex-boyfriend and that girl, know each other, that means that I feel like she probably liked him, and he probably told her they broke up, and she was like just trying to clarify, and then now she's like, oh, I got a chance. Or she was just like trying to figure it out and like didn't mean to like say it kind of like rudely. She was like, hey, are you guys still together? And she's like, no. And she's like, oh, okay, bye. Like she's just like wanting to know, maybe she didn't feel like bothering her. Or so many options, I know. If they didn't know each other, maybe she was just wondering, maybe she wanted to like make you feel better and like get you something, or like, I don't know, she probably also could have wanted to gossip about it to her friends. Maybe she's like, oh, they're not together anymore, maybe, you know, that girl has a chance, or like that girl or something, I don't know. It could really be anything. I hope it works out though. Thanks for the submission. The next submission is also from a girl, and so her thing was, me and my best friend haven't been hanging out that much anymore, and I feel like she's been lying to me. Her and her boyfriend have been hanging out a lot, and I feel like our friendship isn't real. What should I do? So this is like kind of mean, but everyone's gonna relate. So sometimes maybe she doesn't want to hang out with you, which some people just like, friendships just go away sometimes, so it's completely normal. But sometimes if they're like, oh, I don't want to hang out with her, I don't want to hang out with her, I'm just gonna make him an excuse. She's like, sorry, hanging with my boyfriend today. So she really may not be hanging with her boyfriend and just doesn't want to hang out. So I don't know, that could be one of the reasons. Also, if she's hanging out with her boyfriend a lot and you feel like she's lying to you, you need to tell her. You need to say, hey, you know, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like we're not hanging out as much, and I feel like, you know, maybe your boyfriend's getting in the way of that. She also thinks her friendship isn't real. So, honestly, I would be straight up and be like, do you want to be friends with me? Because if not, I'm not wasting my time with you, because it's stupid. It's just stupid. Like, to have a one-sided friendship is probably one of the worst things you can have, because it hurts your heart so much. You're like, I put in so much effort into this friendship, and now it's nothing. She literally put zero effort in. So if she's not putting the effort in, you don't put the effort in. Just let it go. If she's like, I just don't want to hang out, then you're like, okay, that's fine. Plenty of other friends you can have. Seem like a nice person. You know, just make some friends. It will work out. So my next submission is from a girl, and she said her best friend has been hanging out with another girl. And since she's been hanging out with the other girl, they haven't hung out as much, and she's being rude to her, and she doesn't know what to do. So if she's being rude to you because she's been hanging out with that other girl could be telling her rumors about you, she could be lying about you, she could just be like saying things maybe to make her hang out with your best friend more, instead of like, so she's trying to make, the girl is trying to make her not like you, maybe, so she'll hang out with her more instead of you. Or the girl is like just changing the way she acts, because usually when you're around people, you sort of start to like act like them. So she may be acting like her. If you realize that the other girl is rude, then that's probably why. So I would recommend texting your friend, your bestie, and say, hey girl, just wanted to let you know, I feel like you're being really rude to me, and I don't really know why. I feel like it's since you've been hanging out with that girl. I just want to let you know that I'm feeling this way, and please let me know if you're like understanding or you feel like you just don't want to be friends. So if she just doesn't want to be friends, be like, bye-bye. Like, I got more friends. Do what I want. That was weird. Yeah, so I would just recommend you being straight up. I feel like when people are straight up, everything works out so much better, except for sometimes it like just makes everything worse. But, you know, don't worry about that. So I hope everything works out. And now on to the next submission. For the next submission, I feel like they're all from girls. I'm pretty sure they're all from girls, but, or this could be a boy, I'm not sure. So they are like, so my boyfriend has been really rude to me recently, and when he's rude, he apologizes like a second later, and I really don't know what I should do, because it's like, I guess it's like annoying her, because she's like, why would you say something and then apologize right after? Because if you know you're gonna have to apologize, like, why would you say it? So I recently had the same problem with one of my friends who was rude, then would apologize, and then I would be like, no, it's fine, but then they would do it again, and I'm like, why would you say that again? Because you know you're gonna apologize. It really just made no sense, and I was like really confused. So I would tell your boyfriend, be like, yo, why are you saying these things to me? If you're gonna apologize a second later, there's no point of saying it. So then if he's like, oh no, you know, I'm just joking around. Like, sometimes, this is weird, boys will just joke, and they're like, oh, you know, they're just like kidding, but you don't see it as a joke. I feel like that happens a lot, and they're like, oh, that's weird, because all my other friends see it as a joke, but you're like, I don't. So I would just tell him, be like, these things aren't funny, I don't like it, please stop, and then, you know, go on with your life. Then if he continues, I would just say, like, I'm done, like, I don't want to do this anymore, because if you're just going to be rude, then apologize, and it makes no sense. Like, I'm not even going to bother in this relationship anymore, because I don't want to be, like, called mean things, or, like, have rude things said to me. So, just end it, or text him and be like, I don't know what you're doing, but it's annoying, please stop, and see what happens. So, I hope everything works out. So, the last submission is from a girl, and she was like, so, my boyfriend has recently been wanting to hang out with people other than me, and she also has a crush on this guy for over a year. She has, while dating him, and that at that point, I'm like, whoa. Like, if you have a crush, obviously, your boyfriend is not as important, because usually when you're in a relationship, you're like head over heels in love. You're like, I don't even need anyone else. Like, this is the guy. Like, yeah, even though it never works out. But, like, I feel like that's, like, kind of like a throw off. Like, it threw me off. So then she was like, I don't want to be rude and break up with him, but I can't stand the relationship. What do I do? Well, then I asked her, I'm like, okay, why do you like your crush? Is it because of his looks? Because if it's because of his looks, like, don't even bother, because obviously, like, you don't know if the personality is good or not, because the personality is all that matters. So she was like, the personality is like, he's like nice, and she's like, she likes the personality and like how the guy looks. And I was like, okay, what about your boyfriend? Why are you dating him? And she's like, mostly because of personality. So I honestly, in this situation, if I had a crush, I'd just break up with my boyfriend, because that means I feel like that you're not really into the relationship if you already think someone else, like, you like someone else. So that means, like, something's not going right. I would tell him, like, hey, I feel like we're not hanging out as much. Do you want to hang out more? If not, like, I feel like this relationship isn't going anywhere. Or I would tell him, you know, we need to break up. I like this guy, and I don't want to be in a relationship anymore if I like someone else, because that is a waste of your time. So, really, it depends on you. If you've liked this guy for a year, the feelings probably aren't going to change. So I would just not date the boyfriend anymore, because the boyfriend probably is not that important to you if you like someone else. Sorry if he's really important to you. Sorry. But I feel like if he was really important to you, you would not have a crush on someone else. So, in conclusion, I would break up with him if I were you. But if you really want to stay with him, tell him you want to hang out more. Try to get rid of that crush, because it won't go away, I'm assuming. Unless he just does something bad. You're like, oh, I can never like that guy anymore. Like, because of what he's done or something, you know. So I hope this helped you, and I hope that everything works out. Okay, this concludes the video. I hope you liked my life advice video. If you want life advice, DM me at Olivia with 2 A's at the end, .is.here on Instagram, and I will make sure to respond and post it in the next video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe down below and like it if you did, and I'll make sure to make a part 2. See you guys next time.